Hello, my friend, and happy welcome to another episode. If you're new here, I'm KatnFalls, also known as Happy Lord of Peac in the game named Land of Empires. Have you ever wondered why VTubers choose to be a VTuber and why I did so too? In today's episode, you will experience the reasons of why I am a VTuber for you. So, usually we talk a lot about Land of Empires Immortal, alliances, strategies, and player dynamics, which you can apply on other games. So, today's episode is a lot more personal, and I thought it's so important to do this for you. So, if you have been watching me through the years, you notice that I don't appear on camera as a real person during my live streams or in any videos. At the beginning, you could watch my gameplays and tutorials without seeing me or my VTube model, but could listen to my voice only, right? So last year, I decided to choose being a VTuber, the character presenting me and who you can see right now. People are curious about this and sure wonder why I'm not showing my real face. And why did I choose to be a VTuber for you all? Have I decided to be a VTuber because it is a trend? But why then not being a furry? Or is there more behind all of this? So, today's episode is all about it. And I thought it might be interesting to talk about this. Not just for other content creators, but also for you as viewer who might wonder what the attraction of VTubing actually is. Frankly, there are a lot of reasons and I could talk about it for hours. Don't worry, my friend. This episode won't be this long since I'm picking some, out for you. Some reasons probably will surprise you. So what could it be? Let me first explain to you briefly what a VTuber is. The V in VTuber stands for, do you know it? It's virtual. So it would be virtual YouTuber. But since this would be too long in today's generation, VTuber is the best short version of it. Your real face won't be shown. The VTuber uses a digital character. Here you can see this is me, or a model or avatar, however you want to name it. I usually name it as model or VTuber. So this is a super superficially explained. I mean, I don't want to go deep into this right now because it would be another, topic. Before we continue, a quick cute note. Please make sure to subscribe to my podcast so you don't miss future episodes. I release, weekly new episodes and, so far it's every Monday about what moves us as players and creators. And if you like to see my gameplays and tutorials and some cool gaming moments, feel free to check out my YouTube channel, right? Just also have that. The name there is KatnFalls Gaming Channel. And in case I ever rename myself, you will find me just under KatnFalls. So if that sounds interesting to you, go take a look after the episode. All right, let's jump back into the topic because we want to hear more, right? So, I would say my two main reasons for being a VTuber is because I want to make my content a lot more interesting for you because it's so inspirational, right? And on the other hand, it's because of privacy. I mean, thinking about AI, I'd rather choose not to show my real face online on my gaming channel. It is so shocking what AI already can do. And how content of people gets stolen by AI to create something out of it. My face is my private property. No AI should ever use, as well as my private space. It's also my private property, and it's not for AI to see or to use elsewhere, right? And this happens already. This is, I hate it. I don't like AI at all for this stuff. Absolutely not. So, also, if I ever get popular, can you hear that? I just really don't want to be recognized in public. No, I want to be private. Nobody should know who I am. And one more reason is I don't want to suffer from weird stalkers checking up on me, right? It's not paranoia, my friend. Absolutely not. It is the downside of modern life nowadays. We all know that the internet has some freaking weird corners where freaking weird people are at. I mean, come on. We know that. So using my virtual avatar creates a protective layer. Apart from this, I can do so much for you with my Vtuber. Like wearing this cool outfit, you see me as Spider-Woman here, woohoo! Or the futuristic accessories. Look, I mean, that's pretty futuristic. Do you see that? Look, I mean, that's so cool in my eye. Look, again, can you see that? That's how it is, right? So I really love it. I imagine, oh my gosh, I'm just imagining right now how I would look like this in real life with all of this. I mean, it wouldn't be even available. This cool costume from Spider-Woman, it's not even available to buy. The random ones you can buy there, they're not really nice in my eyes. They don't fit the body properly, and this is just on point for my VTube model. Perfectly on point. So that's so cute. And another huge reason is the freedom of creativity. Yes, VTuber models aren't limited by reality. Nope, not at all. You can do whatever you want, especially if you know how. How to edit stuff, how to create clothes, how to create your own hair, and so on. So I saw VTubers with a great amount of viewers, like thousands of viewers during a live stream. Do you know why? Each of these VTubers decided to modify their watermelons as huge and, as exposed and as huge as possible, hopping around, flippity floppity. They're flopping in all directions, up and down, left and right. So this target audience is not made for me at all. And I don't feel comfortable in this topic. Absolutely not. I didn't even like this chat category on Discord of a former alliance I was at for years. I hated that each time I was in there by accident. That, oh no, fast, go back out. I don't want to see what they're talking about. I don't want to know your preferences. I don't want to know your fantasies. No, I don't want to know that. Absolutely not. Just keep it to yourself. I mean, come on. Some things shouldn't be shared online. Sorry, that's not a part of the topic, but still, come on. So that's it. So back to the creative part as VTuber, because it can be pretty much anything, right? A fantasy character with a tail, or, animal ears or horns like I do, or tentacles and so on. Or a cyberpunk VTuber, or a magical creature, so it's so cool. Also you could use your own look in real life as foundation to create something funky out of it, but I'm not doing that. But it's pretty much possible. Your imagination is not limited. For my VTuber model, I think I'm a mixture of cyberpunk and fantasy character combined with a superhero look. I mean, come on, look at me. For me, it opens up a door for storytelling in a way I would never do as a real person, and I couldn't ever be, possible for me. I mean, come on. as if I would show myself laying in bed to create a fun short video out of it for my storytelling. Never ever would I do this. Women know for sure what I mean with this, because you know, we all know why. So basically, you can tell that my VTuber is a huge part of my channel, definitely, because it's the identity for you all and my channel. My VTuber that I chose to look the way it does is one of a kind. I saw so many VTuber models with black hair or black hair color combination. So they were pretty much, repeating and always the same or similar ear styles and stuff like that. So to look different, I chose orange, and I have what I have on my head for you, which looks pretty much different. Viewers like to start, recognizing the uniqueness in my eyes. So my VTuber becomes a stage where personality and imagination can play together. Oh gosh, reminds me of a story I had with a fan, which, I had to back off of him some months ago. So yeah, it's not a story for another episode or video. I sure won't ever forget about that. However, the third reason why my VTuber is something the majority of people don't think about in the way it really is. Can you guess what it could be? It's less stress. But why? Honestly, being on camera can be stressful. Absolutely. Especially for introverts as I am. Like this, I don't have to worry about the perfect lighting and neither about the best camera position, right? I mean, in real life, I would need so many light resources to have the video podcast on point. I would need such a good setup for my background. I would need such a good camera. I would need so much equipment that I just cannot afford. Absolutely, I'm honest. I can't afford all of that equipment. Definitely not. So this is also one reason. And, also I can create content for you no matter how I look in real life. Nobody sees if I'm tired or if I'm in pain. Absolutely not. Also, who cares about my hair and makeup, right? I mean, how often does it happen that you're getting ready to look fly and more fly, but your hair takes it too literally and decides to fly in directions you didn't style it to? Oh man, we all know that, right? So all those small things certainly become part of the content as the real person on camera. But with a VTuber model, a lot of the pressure disappears, which has been motivating me to create as much as possible for you and as much, as my real life allows me to. I mean, we all have our packages and burdens to carry on, so that's really something so good for me. And I personally think it is so magical to watch an anime or a manga-looking model commenting on gameplays, as example, or even to watch an episode with it visible as I am, right? You can see me. So I think this is so magical because it's so much personal than watching your anime, on television or so. As well, how can I say that? We all have pretty much experienced, whether about ourselves, friends and family members, or even strangers, the comment section, which is full of hateful comments, right? Or so many hateful comments. We all pretty much saw that. Some people online act differently than offline, and the other way around. So they feel cool. Too many are bullying. Too many are dropping their sexistic comments. Too many of this. Too many of that. So we know the list could go on and on and on, because everything could be, it could become a topic. Even a beauty spot in your face, or the wrong eye color for some people, or another facial shape, who knows what, can be chosen by people who are so hateful to be picked on, right? This happens without them even reading or listening to what the creator is saying because they are just bullies and haters. Ugh, really terrible. So, as VTuber, you can set this hateful mindset off in some way, in my eyes. Also, if my VTuber would ever get hateful comments, I would not mind at all because who cares? Interaction with a VTuber model is definitely different from my own experience so far because I haven't ever gotten any negative comments during any live stream and such. Definitely not. Other ones, yeah, because some people with something between their legs, they mainly think about that. Oh well. However, it is how it is, right? So this creates a more positive environment, which I love in my eyes, because positivity is what we all need. Because people focus on the content and not the superficial details, right? So this is definitely something so important in my eyes. So gaming, has always been about avatars. In games, we don't play as ourselves visually, which is also pretty much the next reason. We play as characters or as heroes, and we can interact with NPCs. So, as I chose to be a VTuber, I also thought it is so fun to, and so cool and something so special, to interact with a VTuber model because it also fits so much to the gaming world and in my eyes, also to the podcast world. Definitely it does. There should be a lot more like VTubers, podcasts and episodes. That is so cool for so many topics, right? So the next thing is, some people think VTubing is only and mainly about hiding. For me, it isn't only, about this aspect, as I mentioned earlier, and you already heard that from me today. I mean, I can express my creativity in a total different way for you, and there's, so much to explore in the VTuber world. It's magical. It's so crazy. I didn't even know about it. I always learn new things, and we are now in 2026 and softwares get better and there's so many more things available and this is so cool and interesting. So I want to be the best VTuber for you as possible. I and other VTubers me probably also too, they do it because they can express themselves a lot better and you can be how you are through the VTuber model a lot more because you don't have to worry about, judgmental stuff because you can be who you are, your fun way. It's, also a huge hobby in my eyes. Oh, which is a bit ironic, right? Because if you think about it, some irony is in there. But, it works and we know how people are in our day-to-day lives. So this is also really good just, to run away from reality and to be who you are through your VTuber model, which I really love for you. So one more great aspect for being a VTuber model is the uniqueness, absolutely, of the community growing with the VTuber. Over time, you become closer and closer, which is so fun and also so vital for our lives because we need fun in our lives, right? And my journey has just started. It really did, even I'm already here for a while. But now, my friend, I'm super curious about your opinion. Exactly. When you watch gaming content or any other content online, do you prefer creators with a face cam or do you enjoy VTubers as well? And if you ever would be a creator yourself, would you show your real face? Or would you choose a virtual avatar like me? I would love to know that. So please let me know. I always enjoy hearing different perspectives from you. Absolutely. Are you shy? Don't worry, you still can comment down below. I'm not using my horns to poke you. No, don't worry. They're not here for that. So that's it for today's episode. A slightly more personal one this time. So thanks for listening to another relaxed conversation here on my podcast. If you enjoy these discussions about gaming, communities, and sometimes the creator side of things, and also some live topics, feel free to subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. I'm on a bunch of podcast platforms, and as you know, I am also on YouTube and TikTok. Yes, I am. I know you forgot again something pretty important, but you can still hit subscribe now. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you in the next one, or click on like and on share. Just saying. See you soon. Thank you so much.